Ki is the energy that links us to the entire universe. You may be far away from your loved ones, but they never really leave you. Konnichiwa! 私たちはさよならチームです。
私たちと一緒に向く側へ行きませんか?
Sayonara uses fantasy and poetry to show grief as a spiritual journey. Our story is inspired by the floating Torii of Miyajima Island. The Torii is a Shinto gate symbolizing the frontier between the living and the sacred worlds. We wanted two different art styles for the twins.
The first draft weren't convincing, so we went back to the basics with acrylic paint. This allowed us to have less symmetrical characters with more flaws and humanity.
Naoki is a curious and sensible young man, so I wanted his design to have a mix of curves and sharp lines.
Suki is a tender young woman with a sense of sacrifice. Her design is soft overall, yet she has distinctive traits, just like her brother.
The wave pattern on Naoki's sleeves was created by combining two shaders. This allowed me to have a matte texture for the kimono with a silky texture for the embroideries.
Suki's look dev was different from Naoki.
Since I made Suki's character design and sculpt, Aurélien had to retranscribe my art style in the look dev.
The challenge for the Torii scenes was to find a good harmony between stylized and realistic modeling and texture. I did some research to find the mood of the exterior scenes. I played with shadows and lights to soften the contrast in the Torii scenes. Our goal was to find a good balance between reality and poetry. The difficulty was to convey strong feelings such as hope and optimism through the light.
My goal was to create a believable candlelight atmosphere for the interior sequence. For this, I applied a decay filter on the lights and added some intensity variation in compositing.
During the year, I ensured that the animators had all the tools they needed. We regularly discussed what they wanted and what I could do to help them. I created a shelf for each character to make the rig more user-friendly. Both of our characters have distinctive sharp features, and I wanted to preserve them with facial rigging. Sayonara is all about feelings and how to transmit them to the viewer. It was essential the animators had a complete control over Naoki and Suki's emotions.
We wanted to have a soft and calm feeling. We chose a blocking animation for the artistic direction of the hereafter as a contrast to the rest of the film. This enhances the Japanese anime style and out-of-time mood. I really enjoyed the challenge of conveying intense emotions and delicate movements in a stepped animation.
Since most of the feelings come from inside the character, I thought about the way some Japanese people express a lot with every small movement. For example, when Naoki holds an object or looks at the lantern, the importance of this is expressed through his eyes.
I added corrective blend shapes to keep the deformations elegant, even in the most extreme poses.
Sayonara required a lot of effects: particles, smoke, ink setup, flip simulations, and more. I created a particle system driven by a custom force field. This allowed us to have a good control of the direction and shape of the ink spread. I also created a pyro setup which emitted smoke with the velocity of the character. I added particles advected by the smoke to have a sharpened look. This way, the characters matched the mood of the hereafter. The apparition of Suki had to be poetic and fluid. For that, I created multiple layers of petal movements.
We shot stock footage of ink drops on paper to create the background set. The ink spreads during the entire sequence. So, I used a lot of camera projection in Nuke to enable the spread to match the timeline of each shot. We wanted to give the character a ghostly effect, so I added a time echo in their movements and pushed it to the edges of the geometry to keep their expression legible.
We hope our short managed to move you.
Thank you for joining us on this journey.